Hey YouTubers, got this Hyundai I30, it's a 2011 plate and it's petrol variety. Came to me the other day on the back of a grua, which is a Spanish recovery truck, and it is a crank no start, so let's see what we can find. It's been sitting here a few days over the weekend, so put a boost pack on it. See if we can verify the customer complaint. The first thing that comes to mind is I don't hear a fuel pump. Ignition off, ignition on. Let's crank it. To me that sounds like a fueling issue. It looks low. So I'll go down and dirty diagnostics. So let's put something combustible into the intake tube. And the engine itself turns over, sounds all right. There we go. So now we know that we're lacking fuel. It's electric fuel pump in these and lives under the rear seat. Now we want to see if we've got power at fuse. So we've got the ignition on. These are quite nicely labelled. Fuel pump 15 amp. So I've got the test light connected to the ground. Have power that side of the fuse, and we have power that side of the fuse. So after that, we're going to go and have a look at the relay. Now I know that the aircon was working in here, so really simple method, swap those two relays over. While we have the fuel pump relay out, I can just check the got power. It's on the control side, and we have power on the pump side, and we also have a power on the control side. Right, so I still don't hear a fuel pump. I think that's just the rest of the combustible. Okay, I took off my battery monitor, battery charger. So again, I took off my boost pack. Right, so we know there's still no fuel pump. So let's go find out where that lives. And on these, they are under the rear seat. in here. Get a screwdriver, undo those 4 crosshead screws, and see if we've got some powers and grounds going on in there. So just the 4 screws. Oops, start that side. I'm leaning a bit. Next one. At this stage could be a broken wire, could just be a failed fuel pump. Until we see what's going on at the multi-plug wiring harness end, see if we've got everything we need to run the fuel pump, which is a power and a ground. Sort of grom it through. So I've got 2 sender wires for the fuel gauge, and then the 2 power and grounds for the pump. I'm going to pull this multi-plug off, and then we can test from that end. Oh, I see the problem. Show you what I found. Corroded and burnt. If we have a look at the pins, so we've got a broken one here. Oh, that's your answer. There's going to be a fuel pump in that. Clean this up really good. That's the part number. So, fuel pump it is. Back at the Hyundai, we have a new pump. Original Hyundai part, mega expensive. So I've cleaned up the multi-plug, got rid of all the nasty corrosion out of that, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 bolts to undo. They look like 8 mils, so we'll get them undone and go from there. And the fuel pipe there, let's basically push in with that little blue tab and slide off. Glad to get this one running so I can get it back in the workshop where it's cooler. Just and I don't normally, well, I don't use electric power tools on this sort of job. My own preference. I wouldn't advise it, just in case it sparks in the motor and the vapours decide to ignite. It's got a little notch in here, so it should only go the one way, but we'll take note of it. I'm only using quarter drive on this because they're not tight. Yeah, these are little bolts. Right, that's all the bolts out of it. Here's the plate. We'll keep it that way. Here comes the pump. So we've got a notch facing to the front of the car and a notch facing towards the left rear tyre. Now we need to get the angle right. I'll let it drain out a bit. So you have to kind of go in at an angle because of the level sensor. Grab some rag. Take off the old seal. So again, we carefully angle it in. That's all square. Put the plate over it. A couple of bolts in. Tight to start with.
It really is, just take your time. I know it can be a bit fiddly. I mean, I'm kind of 40 degrees out here, which is melting point for me. So I'll get this done, I can get it in a workshop. When you do that, do a star pattern. As I said, these are only 8mm bolts, so they don't need to be tight or overly tight. So leaves us 2 pipes to connect. Metal plate. I'm not going to seal all this up yet because I want to run it first. Run it in. Moment of truth. That is a really quiet pump. Take the boost pack off it. So basically, all we're left to do, that plate goes on there with these 4 Phillips. As I said, I'll do that when I drive it into the workshop because it's too hot out here right now.
So that was just a short video on diagnosing and changing the fuel pump on a petrol-driven Hyundai I30. It's circa 2011. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, like, hit the bell to get notified of new videos as when they come out, and please leave comments or questions in the box below. Thanks for watching.